Hello, everybody. This your boy. So don't forget, subscribe, like this channel. This is MC Recovery in the house, AOC and Bernie Sanders. Man, I wanted to get to this Los Angeles discussion out here in my neck of the woods. Believe me, when I seen it on the news, I was cracking up, man. I just tell you, I was cracking up. We are really not out here. I know the people, individuals I be around, they ain't feeling them like that. We haven't forgot what the last election administration was trying to bring forward. Look at who was on the stage, y'all. The union. I warned the teacher union a long time ago. No, not that long ago. When Los Angeles and the city mayor did some interference with their union and wanted to add SEIU. And then so they took a pause on that raise. Summer went by and it never came back to the discussion last year in 2024. So let's start this show because, man, they be just straight bugging. They be straight bugging. It's almost like, stay on the plantation. Come on, let's stop this guy. They starting off a run. It's not even elect 2026 to even begin running for the next term. And this is who y'all leaders is going to be? Woo! That stage had some of those teachers on there. And most of the union on the stage work for the union. They're not employees. Even when you see the purple shirts, the same thing. They're all not employees. It's just a slim few. So let's get started. That's just something I really didn't want to forget about. Check this out. Fair use. This is the homie Anton Daniel, and I know there's some other spins right out there with the same type of tape. And I figure we start like right about here.
Very significant.
He's on a show with Anderson Cooper and Trip Up.
Harm is going to be very significant. And it is going to.
I'm going to read Cash App too, because y'all showing me a lot of love on Cash App too. I'm going to read those shortly.
Looked around there. Virtually all of those products sold in stores like Target are going to see significant increases in prices if Trump gets his way with tariffs. That's going to hurt working people a whole lot.
This is Marge Watchorn, a manager at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. She's worked with the federal government for 30 years. Thank you for your service.
30 years.
Marge is a Democrat from Ellicott City, Maryland. Marge?
Senator, what would you say to federal employees who are concerned about the careless workforce cuts being effectuated by Elon Musk and Doge?
I want to say two things about that. First of all, thank you and your colleagues for your years of service.
I want y'all to know that they also vet all of these questions before they're asked, just for the people that may not be familiar with what goes on behind the scenes.
The vast majority of federal employees are trying their best to do the jobs that have to be done to protect the American people, and I thank you all very much for that. The idea that Mr. Musk...
See, and they all of a sudden on CNN, one of the same shows. But then if you move over here, look, this is the audience. Is the audience planet? What city is this?
And I'm hoping that you a girl with a name like Juju too.
So this is like
sponsor for the show or something like that have been paid by the people for their entire career. Biden was he was a 50-year government employee. That means that not only did he do and get whatever it is that he got behind the scenes, but these people have been getting rich off the American people's backs and the taxpayers for a long time. They want more taxes, not less taxes.
See?
And they want to think about it, a public servant getting rich. Billionaires, more billionaires on their place, billionaires. Meanwhile, most of them are funded by George Soros. And it's the billionaires. Billionaires and Musk and his buddies. And they will never mention millionaires anymore because they are a part of the game now.
Right.
There's a lot of talk about
Right. They will never say millionaires no more. So that's just like a little tidbit of what I wanted y'all to recognize. Ain't that strange? All of a sudden they coming hard in the paint. Hard in the paint. Hard. They coming hard in the paint. They're on a tour. It's not even a midterm or some type of election thing that they normally talk about. And it's like, hey, I want to be out there. Let me be out there in a place. So it's like they have YouTube channels and social media. They getting money on that end if everything fails. And it seems that they are either grooming someone that we don't even really see or hear about right now because they need a catastrophe or something to not go well with the current administration that's running the country now. I mean, and he said oligarchy. And y'all remember on that last thumbnail, he's probably writing his book, she writing hers, and Jasmine Crockett, I don't know what she's doing. She probably hey, the word is that, she's staying low for a minute because there's some questions to be asked about Act Blue. So, man, let's just keep this show moving. I ain't going to keep y'all long, but let's see what they were saying out here. And I want y'all to look at that stage because the stage that they put before you, man, I don't see none of my friends right on that stage, none of the purple shirts on that stage. Thank God. They just going to probably use them, SEIU, when they come back, double back around on their next trip here because they love California. See, and I bet you, here it is, you're in downtown LA. If you look at that video, I went through it real fast, of the 4 hours or something that they was here. They had that funny music. They had a location where, in order to get to that location, you cannot dodge out no homeless encampment at all. I don't care if you go through a tunnel, go above, or man, you cannot dodge out no kind of homeless encampment in all directions at the spot of where they were. So they had to herd the homeless people to away from there and keep things guarded off. You would think they should have did it on Skid Row and be handing out grocery bags and this and that. But look at this stage, y'all. This stage is filled up with them. See, here's one. Oh, I think I'm struggling screaming, so wait a minute. I got y'all listening to something. Here it is. Truth out this. This is Channel 7, and y'all know what's up on Channel 7. You remember when Trump was answering questions.
Turn me around.
Recognize that voice? That's Joan Baez performing at a massive rally in downtown LA today.
See, he's trying to pump it up. Now let's skip it to right here. This is them grandstand.
Their tour called Fighting Oligarchy, Where We Go From Here. The pair rallying against the Trump administration, Elon Musk, and issues like income inequality.
Man,
we're living at a moment where a handful of billionaires control the economic and political life of our country. We're living at a moment with a president who has no understanding or respect for the Constitution of the United States.
Now look at what's behind them. See, some of them people are there because they work for the union or either they're woke. The so-called woke. And some of them don't even live in Los Angeles. That's the cold part about it. They just wanted to get out on a sunny day and come to Los Angeles. I guarantee you this.
States.
Huge turnout out there today, Sanders says, with 36,000 people in attendance this afternoon. This is the largest rally they have had to
36,000. Look, 36,000. Who was doing the counting? That's not 36,000. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you, that's not 36,000 people, boy. So this is the kind of madness that's going to go on forever, ever. Like on the tour they did today, when they showing slideshows and like this, and you just see a crowd, but you don't see the actual crowds. That's the reason why. So that's a little videographer, video tricks and stuff, mind bending. So, basically what I was saying, man, the teacher union. And then we're going to see what AOC was saying. The teacher union wanted to make a deal. Karen Bass was supposed to, the city officials in office gave them time because, they was going to go on strike. And then they never came back to the table with that funding. So usually behind back rooms, they do the percentage put out there, just calm the teachers down a bit. But mind you, the teacher union that was up there are the individuals that's employed by the teacher union. And I think I can find that clip. Let me see. This is where you can see the teacher union that's employed. I think it's number 18. Let me see. One of them was speaking. She's like, it's right here. This is one of them. Y'all finna treat fair use. This is who they have up there speaking as a union.
Our strike continues and our collective fight continues.
By their own election.
All right, right here, fair use. Playing that 70s type of, that kind of music that make it seem like it's a war going on. Here it comes. I guess that's the hype music.
They feel people should take care of themselves.
Here it is. Now, fighting the oligarchy. See, so when you look up the oligarchy, I looked that word up the other day. I should look it up now. And the oligarchy have also been them also. But how could you fight against yourself? Well, so far, it looked like fighting with yourself is doing a lottery sentence, meaning just let down these borders, let people in, let it be fair exchange and employment and competition. They see it's like they mind bend and twist words and toss up a salad, and then we just fall for it. And then we thinking we're going in the correct direction, but really the direction that they place before us. Oh, let me speed it up like this. Shit, I forgot about that. And I know that photographer. I don't know him. No, this should be coming. Hype man. See, he's making them cheer, trying to make them cheer. Good photographer. That's good. Because as y'all know, Your boy be shooting and taking pictures too. This is one of my cameras, and I got another camera over there. My main camera is in the back. So, yeah. And look, it's hot. They just all out there in there. I'm trying to speed it up. This goes on. So they're on the stage. Music. Here it comes. Now they cheering. Get ready. Somebody's on stage. This is going to trip you out.
They're okay.
See, they
Sorry
had to
for the delay.
rehearse their scripts.
Sometimes you just got to
Their
prioritize,
lines.
right?
These people are not even from our state.
So,
Oh, no, they're from our state, but not from our city. Most of them.
these billionaire corporations, they feel people should take care of themselves. Well, we're here to say that's not true, and that was just a prime example of why we shouldn't ignore. When you work in our broken healthcare system, as I have for nearly 3 decades, you see all the ways in which our patients and our communities are sold out. I jogged. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I
Let's
do walk
speed it
5
up.
miles a day. So by hospital industry executives, insurance industry executives, by their own elected representatives, just so a few people can buy their second vacation home. How many billions do you need? Really? But what I'm seeing proposed now is more drastic than I've seen in my lifetime so far as a union nurse and a patient advocate. They want to take the virus of capitalism, and yeah, it's a virus, and fully unleash it into our public health care programs and onto all of us. Is that right? This is truly a fight to save people's lives. Unless you're among the privileged few, care and compassion and healing will be put on the back burner. Corners will be cut to make a quick buck. Human-to-human care will be replaced with the false promises of AI and surveillance technology to boost shareholder profits, rather than the touch and the kindness and the critical thinking of nurses like us.
Now, here's the people. See, in the industry that they're in, they know they're going to be using AI if they're not using it already.
Unfortunately, they're closer than ever to making their dreams come true. However, they've forgotten who's standing in their way. All of that.
And then if they stop all this, mind you, the people that's telling you about not using AI, they're going to use AI. They're going to come up to the time. So it's like really, and matter of fact, they're investing in it anyway. That's the ironic thing about it.
Yes, all of us. It's our turn to take the reins back and define the world we want to live in. That's why, as union nurses, we have long fought.
So that's enough on that. And let's listen to the next one.
We want to hear your story.
It's over people by denying and delaying healthcare. Hospitals and clinics are understaffed, and mental health workers are stretched thin and burnt out, and patients unfortunately are suffering for it. Healthcare insurers like Kaiser have billions of dollars in reserves, $70 billion to be exact, and they choose to give their CEOs bonuses and their executives all sorts of perks instead of investing in their employers and in their employees and their patients. So following the footsteps and standing on the shoulders of giants such as Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta, with the help and support of our colleagues and clergy and the community and our families, we just completed a 5-day hunger strike just yesterday.
Now, did you hear what he said? 5-day hunger strike, clergy. I don't see none of the big churches that, be out here with us, be in the different meetings at this rally. Matter of fact, they would have mentioned that I'm going to the rally.
We took that drastic stand to bring awareness to Kaiser's.
Served over the years are terrified by what the attempt to dismantle the Department of Education could mean for students with special needs. Will their kids continue to receive the services that allow them to thrive?
Yes.
We have seen ICE conduct raids in our communities.
And look at who they're talking about, ICE raids.
The Trump administration's
it's like what our boy
efforts to intimidate, separate, and deport immigrants.
They just straight up groom and pose these questions among us. Until then, one more time, I'm going to have to say, that's the only scratch I wanted y'all to really get a glimpse at. So thank y'all for tuning in tonight, and peace, and keep your third eye and your third ear open when you hear these these allegory all the narcotics, all the narcotics come to your child because, boy, they are not going to lift you up. They're going to put you down.